Let's go. Let's go. You're tuned into Sneaker Show Podcast. I'm Tim. Today we've got a bunch of great sneakers to talk about. There's the Air Jordan 1 85, now in black and white. We've got the Jordan 3 white cement. Exciting sneakers, dude. And Orange Lobster, the Nike SB Orange Lobster. Is it going to happen? Maybe. Nathan's going to tell us about it. Shay's also here. Shay, did you get those Manier 2s this week, my guy?
I was in the queue at 9 o'clock and it was under a minute to check out. Definitely thought I had them. I don't know what happened, but
It told you under a minute?
Under a minute at 9 o'clock. It was a way better release than how the Union 2s went for me. So I definitely thought I had them, but I don't know, missed out on them.
Close, not quite.
Yeah.
Tabby,
Nathan,
it's been a big week for you, dude. We want to hear about you being featured on OutfitGrid. What else is happening?
Of course. It's an exciting week for shoes that we're talking about. And I got a little question for you guys before we get right into it. So I'm gonna set the tone for you, and you're gonna tell me what your answer is. Okay. So you're playing 82 games for the Lakers, 30 minutes a game. This is you right now. This is not like if you're good at basketball or if you were tall or anything. This is you right now. You have to score 300 points over the course of the season. Okay, 30 minutes a game, 82
over 82 games.
Yes. Okay, and you're playing for the Lakers. You got that Western Conference, all those matchups. That's what you're doing. You got a Christmas Day games, kiss the family goodbye. You're on the Lake Show, baby. Starting maybe even. So if you can knock down this 300 points, you get sent every shoe release for the year. Whether you want them or not, you just get them. It's free. No worries. If not, if you do not hit your 300 point total, you have to wear those Yeezy 350 compact that came out for the rest of your life. Like if you get married, if you go to a funeral, if you go to dinner, you have to have those shoes on for the rest of your life. You can be a new pair. It doesn't matter, but it's going to be that pair. Are you taking that, or are you just staying out of this entirely?
30 minutes a game and you're not getting subbed out? Is that what you said?
Well, yeah, 30 minutes. However you want to look at it, 30 minutes, 30 minutes.
Well, that's under 4 points a game, so as soon as I hit half court, I'm pulling that bitch for sure.
But you got to hit them. You gotta hit 30 the shot.
Minutes. 30 minutes, and then I can do that. You pull
two of those, they're gonna be like, "Oh, hit them at the logo, or just get ready for the rebound." Like you're not gonna be able to play the same system.
I don't give a damn. This ain't about them. I don't care about the chip.
No, I mean the defense. They're gonna be like, "Okay, he's shooting. Put two guys on him, or just wait for the rebound."
No, that's easy money.
Yeah, I got that, man. Tell me, 80 games, 300 points?
That's telling you the NBA.
That's under 4 points a game.
In the NBA.
Under 4 points a game?
Look, none of us made the high school team.
Do my teammates believe in me? Do they want me to get the sneaker?
Probably not. Like I said, they don't think you're good at basketball.
Right.
You are who you are.
Like, if the rest of the Lakers are resentful that I'm on the team with this,
I'd be,
make-a-wish chance at winning sneakers, then I don't want to do this. But if they're excited for my chance to win shoes, then I'm on board.
Did LeBron yell at J.R. Smith? Do you think he wouldn't yell at you at center court? You guys need to start looking at this situation for how it's actually going to be and not for how you'd want it to be.
Dude, I'm dropping 30 a game in the NBA.
I'd be nice. Grind.
I'd be nice.
This is going to be a grind. You're not dropping 30 at the YMCA.
I'm dropping a 30 piece in the NBA.
No chance.
I'm going to walk away with a bruised ego and some ugly-ass Yeezys for every event.
All right. Fun to be on the Lakers for a year, though, I guess.
I'll never be allowed back in Los Angeles.
If you go read the OutfitGrid comments, I'm not allowed in Los Angeles.
That's perfect. That's so perfect. On with the show. Let's start it. Let's get into it. That's what I want to start on, is that our homie got on the grid. He's off the grid. Young Tabascco. Shout out.
On the grid. No longer off the grid.
Straight off the grid, bro. I saw it happen. Dog, you've been trying to do this for a minute, and that fit was undeniable. I'm going to be straight though. They're all winners from you. It was just a perfect time for you to win, don't you think? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I went back and counted, and I think it was like 14 it took me, which really isn't that bad, I don't think, especially when you look at how many
Definitely
people
took
you're
me
competing
longer
with.
than 14.
Dude, it should have took me like 3. Like that one with the fleece and the pattas. Come on, that that
Oh,
fleece
hell
I
yeah.
had.
The Kith
Yeah,
fleece? Yes.
it wasn't Kith, but yeah, it may as well have been. That wavy fleece, and then that, oh god, the Soul Train shirt with the Concepts Air Max. I thought that was like it's a good night, but it
Explain
wasn't.
for people who don't know what we're describing here.
Yeah, so it's not gonna sound as cool when I break it down, but basically you put your outfit on the floor and then you take a picture of it in a grid, and then in hopes that one man thinks you have the coolest outfit on your floor for that day. And it's
Yeah.
huge. It could not be bigger. They gotta be just under 1 million followers, honestly.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about the peak of like Instagram streetwear, I'd say.
Yeah, it's that's probably the best way to explain it, and a lot cooler way to explain it is, yeah, if you're getting fits off on the gram, that's probably where you want to end up.
Yeah,
I
in
try-
terms of like Instagram streetwear fits, there's not really like a higher like republish that you can get essentially.
So to just toot my own horn here for a second, this was a lot cooler for me than being in the Wall Street Journal.
Nathan was interviewed about ripped up jeans, and he's now published. Okay, a lot of people out there putting pictures on the internet. Nathan here is a published streetwear author. Okay,
Yeah, and like a lot of people are saying, like, it's gone to Nathan's head and he's just not the same anymore, but I don't know because I don't answer their phone calls.
how would I know?
How would I know? It's Schrodinger's cat.
That was rad, and now we've got a new highest point on the resume featured on OutfitGrid. There's got to
You're
be.
up next, Tim.
Well, there's room for all the players. It's just about keep on shooting your shot, and you'll hit eventually. I honestly look at that and just feel jealousy a lot of the time. Like, whoa, I wish I had what a lot of these guys have. But sometimes they'll put up a real simple fit where it's just the pants and a shirt with some shoes, and I go, hey, there's hope for guys like me. But can you describe what was your winning fit?
I can't believe we didn't have this queued up. I had, I will go from bottom to top. I had the 85 neutral grays, beautiful gray and white joints. I had some kind of medium blue distressed denim that I got from Minimal LA. Shout out them. Those jeans fit really nice. And then I had a vintage tee that I grabbed from our pals at From Another. Shameless plug. And it was a gray shirt with Celtics lettering and the Celtics logo that said "I hate LA," and I thought that was pretty funny.
Was it the day
As
the
we found
series
out in
started?
the comment section, people. It was, yeah, and given that they're playing Golden State, which isn't in LA, but I don't know, it was a Celtics shirt. I would have posted it any day, to be honest with you. It didn't it just kind of lined up. But yeah, which was great and super cool as long as you didn't leave in LA. Or live in LA, sorry, I should say. But yeah, and then I had a green paisley jacket, kind of like a chore coat looking thing, and a green Yankees hat, which apparently was a big foul. But I don't know. I'm on the grid. Doesn't matter.
Can't hear you.
Don't cheer for either of those teams. I couldn't even tell you, other than like the obvious Canadian answer that's like, oh, the Raptors. I don't have a basketball team. Like, I don't have a baseball team, dude. Like, what the hell do you think I do?
We're putting colors together, not cities and sports teams, all right? This was a fire fit, period.
It's not that deep. It's not
What
that
time
deep.
of day? So there's a guy, if I have this right, Dennis, who makes these decisions. Is that right? Dennis runs the Outfit Grid. And he must be just watching that hashtag.
And works for Instagram.
He also works for Instagram. So he knows how this game is played. And we're following his Instagram. The guy is a player. My God, what a life.
Yeah.
Just living that New York City Peloton life. Do you think it's really him every day making that decision, which fit goes up?
100%.
Yeah. Okay. So every day.
For sure. Yeah, he's confirmed that in a couple interviews. Other cool thing about him, he used to be a creative director at Nike. But anyways.
Okay. This is all good to know because, like, when I try to describe it to friends, like, we're trying to get reposted on this thing, or like, it's a picture of your clothes on the floor. You're like, yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
cool.
I got a friend who's been on there. Yeah. Twice. So, what time of day does he make this decision? There is a better time to be posting, right?
Uh,
I
I
don't.
don't know. I
I don't
usually
know.
post it after lunch, but I think they say it's at like be like
6.
6. But I don't know. It's pretty hit or miss on like whether or not that time is accurate.
That's fair though. I mean, that's like an easy time to be busy at. Mine was at 9 o'clock. Fun fact: I actually woke up from an accidental nap to a couple texts from Fredo, and he was like, "OutfitGrid," and I was like, "What time is it?" like looking like, do I have to go to work right now? Like,
This must have been Thursday night. I, same deal, passed out early. I had to get up really early on Friday morning for work, so I didn't see it until 5 a.m. Friday morning, and I couldn't believe I missed out on that you guys went to bed knowing that. And yeah, that what a thing to wake up to. So he's been featured. He's been featured. And that man, what's next? I mean, you won the push-up competition at the Calgary Sneaker Show. What's up, champ? What's it like to be the champ?
if there's a direct lineage, I'm gonna run for prime minister.
That's it. That's next.
That's got to be it. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking, get on OutfitGrid again. I don't know.
Where do you go from here? What would you
Again.
be doing if you weren't doing this?
I'd still be doing this, Tim. uh, classic inside joke. Yeah, I don't know. It's just keep on going, I guess. You know, just keep on doing the. I don't know. It was just something that I was doing because it lined up with everything I was doing anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like hunting down tees and putting outfits together. So I don't know, just keep hunting tees and putting outfits together.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. I just want to improve. You know, that's I just want to
Yeah.
keep on. For me, it's finding out more, and this is coming from someone who's not the champ yet. But I just want to find out
Yet.
more about who I am, and hopefully one day be acknowledged by someone else. That's
It's
it.
just validation from the community, I think, is
Yeah.
probably the best way to put it. But I don't know. I can't speak for Fredo, but I know for me, like, just it's something to chase, but it kind of helps you like level up style wise and everything, and like just look at when you're shopping or whatever, like how you're gonna put that together, or what things are gonna work with better, what you can do with that, or how you can cycle this into the things you have. Because I've just definitely noticed like I don't know, I would like to think that my style's been better since I've started doing this, just
For sure.
being more mindful of how you're gonna line things up, right?
Yeah,
And even that, maybe if you're not posting them on Instagram, put your stuff on the ground and line it all up together, see what it looks like, right? Before you throw it on.
even like the first time I got featured on there, that was like the first time I ever like ordered a shirt specifically to go with a pair of shoes.
You're welcome for
Um,
that, by the way.
Yeah, but I don't know. Even like just like little shit like that, like I don't know. I've just like learned to be patient with posting them now. Like I was pumping them out pretty good for a little bit there. But I don't know. I find that if I like take the time to line something up now, like it's obviously just like an Instagram posting an outfit, but you have a lot better shot with it.
Your gram is always quality over quantity. It always is. That's why it's so clean. I'm the fool who's like, well, what if I put out 4 posts today and they're all average?
If you go look at mine, Tim, this is how psychotic I've gotten with it. It's OutfitGrid, regular post, OutfitGrid, regular post. So it looks really cool when it lines up, because depending, like, I think right now, however it lines up,
Yeah.
they're all like diagonal. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
love when that works out
it'll
like
be
that.
like outfits diagonally. That's
Yeah.
100% why I do it. But yeah, Fredo's right. Take your time with it. Put them out when you put them out. I was just trying to aim for like one quality one a week. And sometimes it was 2, sometimes it was 3. I've got a few in the tuck still that I can put out, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
So the one more question, we'll move on. People are always like, so what do you get, like followers out of that, or and like,
Yeah.
maybe a bit. Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few followers. I got a grown man that went on my post and told me he hated me. So that
it
was
was all
cool.
worth it.
Yeah, I clicked on his page and it's like husband, father, private account, of course, you know how it is. And then I
Yeah.
was like, the wheels started turning for me, and I was like, I'm just gonna delete it. But or his comment, not the post or anything like that.
Yeah.
So that was funny. Yeah, depending on how polarizing your outfit is. I went back and looked, and I don't think they've ever gotten that many comments on a picture. It was like 80 some comments.
Sick.
They're averaging like 12. Yeah, I hate it.
Half of them are me just going, he did it. He did it. All right. We want to start on some quick ones. Here's some quick ones.
Ew.
This is the Jordan 1 High Newstalgia, and it is fire. That's a women's release. They're talking about it happening at the end of July. This has that fluffy, what's the word? Is it chenille?
Chenille.
Chenille. Think the patch on a Letterman jacket. And to me, that pops. It really looks awesome. I'm so into that. Look at the hang tag it comes with too. Chenilled out.
Fuzzed out, man.
Yeah. So, what if you just bought those red and white Jordan 1 highs, though? What would
I
you
still
do?
need these. I
You
still
still-
need these. What would I? What, so you're asking me what I would do if I wasn't doing this already?
Yeah, that's right.
I
100.
might still be doing this. Yeah, I still want these for sure. These are different enough, right? Yeah, or to me, that's how I'll justify it. If I could get my hands on these, I'd absolutely rock them.
A little more grayed out on the collar. Looks like the tongue is too. Yeah. Are you going to dunk them,
No, I wouldn't dunk these.
Fredo? Take on
I
the
like that
women's
they're in
chenilles?
extended women's sizing.
Ah,
I don't know. They're sick. I've kind of moved away from like one highs. I don't know why. It's just I like the lows a lot better. Definitely move more into like dunks and that, but they're sick. I wouldn't say no.
what is a Air Jordan 4 Nike SB collaboration going to look like? They've announced it's happening. We've even seen somebody, I think it was Eric Costin, skating what looked like a Black Cat 4, but it had SB on the heel tag. These are some mock-ups we're looking at, possibly exciting shoes. Do you guys like the looks of what these maybe could come out looking like?
I
The
wonder.
two on the left are sick.
Yeah,
I'm not huge for like the two on the right. Obviously I wouldn't say no to the two on the right, but those two on the left are sick.
I don't know where they're pulling this from. Hey, like because the one picture we absolutely have is a black cat, and then they're like, hey, look at these.
What if it's like this, though?
There's
Yeah.
no way any of these four are releasing.
If I had to guess which one would be closest to one that comes out, it's that bottom left there, that kind of fire red one. I could see that with the black tongue or whatever. On the topic of this, that one that's top left looks like a leaked image that Meniere has confirmed that they're doing a Jordan 4. I seen that this morning.
Totally.
Yeah, there's no leak or anything like that. What's his name? James Whitner did some sort of panel or interview, and he said that a 4 is coming, and that's all there is. But I would kind of assume it's going to look like that.
For sure. They get a little bit of that maroon sort of
Absolutely.
eggplant shade in there. Let's have one more first look here. The Jordan 1 High Chicago. They've dubbed it Reimagined. It's coming out this Christmas. I hope you like cracked leather and tinted whites. That's what we're getting. This is a picture of the actual shoe. Brand new with that cracked leather there in between the white and the red. And we got one more shot of the tongue, looking like it's already been given the vintage custom treatment. Fredo, not into ones.
Yeah, I don't know. They're sick. I feel like they're gonna go for a bag.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know. I probably won't pick them up unless I can scoop them for retail. Even then, I'll probably pick them up for one of you guys. But I don't know. They're sick, but I probably pass on them.
I hate coming on this podcast and going, "Oh, I'm not into these new shoes that are coming out." But I think I feel similar to you. I don't find a spot in my life for red shoes, honestly. I'm looking
Yet.
for pink shoes right now. But yeah, maybe, things change and evolve, but I just I know Chicago colorway is exciting for a lot of sneakerheads, and I'm glad that you're getting something to be excited about. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'll
Well,
probably for raffles not. I'll probably enter for Tabasco size, but I mean, if a size 12 falls in my lap, I'm not gonna not take it for retail.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be a good shoe to beat up, but I'll probably try and help one of the homies out.
Oh,
I think the biggest thing for us is like, just to be frank, like none of us really care about Michael Jordan, right? You know, like Last Dance is fun to watch, but good.
There you back a little bit. We lost you. You just got a little bit chunky.
I'm back.
Small technical difficulty there. We were talking about the new Chicago's coming out and how we're like a Michael Jordan fan club. We're so hardcore about those 85s. Got to get them. Nathan, your take on these new reimagined Jordans?
I have to assume maybe Michael Jordan was behind that, hey, because I said we all weren't really fans of him, and then my Zoom went down, and then your Zoom went down.
Pretty
Fredo, who had no
suspicious.
take on it yet, was the only. Yeah, it was safe. So, MJ, if you're listening, I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I just look at that shoe and I go like, why not? Why wouldn't I want to have it, right? Like, it's an aged Jordan 1. It's obviously got some significance. So it's like, but yeah, I could take it or leave it. You know what I mean? I don't need that in my collection, but I wouldn't hate to have something like that in my collection either.
There
Yeah,
are
that's kind of how
people.
I'd be.
Yeah.
I'd almost want it just for like the shelf, just to like have it kind of thing. I feel like that doesn't come around
For the
often.
gram.
Yeah.
So what I want to ask you is there are people who this is Christmas to them. That's happening. You know, sometimes they do breads at Christmas and people the bread 4s is happening. Bread 6s. There seems to be these classics around Christmas. What would they have to put out for you to be that kind of excited at Christmas?
Shattered backboards.
Yeah, real
Like
ones.
the OGs. I don't know. But again, this comes back to like none of us are really that hard MJ fans. You know what I mean?
So it could be any Nike release. Doesn't even have to be Air Jordan. Could be any Yeezy. Is there a sneaker that you're like, oh, that's the grail, man?
The
If
Red
there's a re-release,
Octobers.
Yeah, I think you're moving further from things that we'd want. But,
right? Oh,
uh,
Yeezys too. Well,
This sounds like, I don't know, this might sound like bad, but I like almost don't get like super excited for shit anymore. So I feel like a lot of the stuff that I'm like, oh, I need those, like it either doesn't release or it doesn't release in my size.
well, and I feel like the things we get most excited for are the new things and things we've never seen before. So to try and think of something that you would want again is maybe a little tougher, hey?
right. I'm looking for pink shoes. I think I found them. We've been talking a little bit about some pink shoes that get me excited. This is a pair that's going to come out this year. Nike Air Force One. Feel free, let's talk. It's the 40th anniversary of Air Force One. These are pink shoes. They got some wacky swooshes on them. I don't think any of them are the same. Cracked leather. It's like a blue swoosh with red on the back. There's an orange swoosh with green on the back. Then it switches over. Heel tags, everything looking a little bit different. They stole from Virgil on the Air Sharpie writing on the midsole for sure. Maybe it's a shout out. Maybe it's not a steal. It is the 40th anniversary. Mentioning Virgil would make sense, but that sure looks like they're trying to get some off-white influence going on. To me, it looks like a super wearable shoe. The gum sole, even though the very bottom of it actually isn't a gum sole, it's olive on the bottom. They did some wacky things with the colors. Cream on the sock liner, cream on the tongue, cream laces. There's a lot to like about these, but it's just a general release. I mean, Fredo's got a couple dozen pairs of Air Forces sitting there in the room with him now. Is this something that gets you as excited as it does me?
Yep, size 12. If you get a pair, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll be happy to take them off your hands. No, those are
Sick.
sick. I hadn't seen those until just now.
Cool.
Those are tight.
Yeah, for those of you that didn't see that either, these things say "feel free, let's talk" pretty well all over them, and that That chrome back tab is a little wild, hey?
Yeah.
I like the outsole on
Crazy.
that.
Okay, cool. Now we got something to be excited about, guys.
I can't believe I hadn't seen those yet. Those are tight.
Let me see what else we got.
I'm good.
Are you excited about them, Tab?
No, it's that writing on there because it's not really the Virgil writing. It looks like they'd maybe even say Andy on the bottom of them with that writing. You know what I mean?
Like
I'm
Toy
good.
Story?
Yeah, how many other Andys do you know?
So, well, for a second, I just thought it was funny just that it was misspelled. And then I got that your joke worked on more level than one. I'm a little slow, but thank you. I'll be here explaining all the humorous moments.
Yeah. The best part of jokes is explaining them.
Well, I didn't know about these until Fredo brought them up. This is something to be excited about. Mister, I'm not excited
Yeah.
about shoes. Let's go.
Nothing's
I'm
fun.
pretty excited about these. I'm not gonna lie. No, these
It's different.
are
It's different.
these are expected for February 2023. White cement 3 for those who aren't watching on YouTube. They're supposed to be crafted into the OG 88 specs. So kind of similar to the one that's coming out. With like vintage accents on like the aged med sole and heel tab and that. Special box and packaging, and it's supposed to be dropping in full family size runs. I know on Instagram with some of the ones, or like that one that's coming out, it's been kind of mixed reviews about like them being kind of aged, but I don't know. I think these are better, but that's just me. Tabby, what do you think?
I enjoy these. I think this is another case of why wouldn't I want to have this, but also why would I go and grab it? I mean, safe to assume this is gonna fetch a pretty penny, right? But
I would almost rather
I
have these
just
than those ones, but
yeah,
that's just me.
I'd agree with that. These would be a nice easy wear. You know, there's just little hints of red there, so it's not too much. But yeah, you're getting that black, white, and cream, and that kind of goes with everything. So it'd be a good one to have in the rotation.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a hot pair to have up on the shelf with Nike Air on the heel like that. Make me feel good every time I see it, but I honestly don't wear threes very often. So I think you've surmised it really well. Is why wouldn't I want this? But also, I only got so much money for shoes. I want to put it into something I want to wear. Honestly, that's just being real. But okay, we got one more. No. We're gonna finish on 2 with Tabby. Okay.
Which
You
one are you
wanna
gonna start with?
Yeah, you want to. I mean, pandas are hot. Show me a place where pandas aren't walking around.
Everywhere, man. Pandemonium.
We were at the
That was
Calgary
too
Sneaker
easy.
Show, walking around Chinook Mall, and we are like, let's just try to keep a tally of how many pandas we see today, and it was a dozen before noon.
It's crazy. A little bit gross, even maybe. Who knows? Anyways, we have a Jordan 1 High 85 edition in the classic Panda colorway. These are rumored for next spring, so along with those threes, we've got the OG Panda, the Grandpapa Panda, if you will. The pandas Jesus wore, you know, from way back. Do we rock with this? Is this the Panda for us, man? Who knows? I do like these. I feel like, see, part of me is like I don't want to rock that Panda colorway, but the other part about me is like if these come out like this with that scuffed collar and everything, and that good 85 shape, and I don't know, I'd just keep the trend going. But why wouldn't I want
Yeah.
these? But that seems to be the consensus with the things that are coming out. But yeah, I don't know. It's black and white. I mean, these should be a pretty hot commodity, and any 85 cut is you're probably going to see it all over Instagram, right? That seems to be the trend. These seem to be the hot ticket when it comes to ones, especially right now. So I have to assume it'd be pretty good reselling.
I, I mean, I hate to do it, but yeah, like you said, I don't know if it falls in my lap, I'll throw it on foot. I think part of the reason I like out like the age looking sneakers is because I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, I don't take care of my sneakers. Like I don't clean them after I wear them. Like I wear them into the ground and then I dish them off to someone. Like I don't know. I have enough pairs to where I'd like. I know it sounds shitty, but like I don't have to care about like messing them up, kind of thing. I don't know. I just wear them because I like to wear them.
When
But
you
I
just
think this
don't,
would be a good. This would be a good pair to beat up.
yeah, and you just don't wear them enough, right? Like, how do your
Yeah.
shoes get beat when you can wear a
Like,
different pair every day, right?
well, yeah, and like I don't know. It sounds bad because this is probably gonna be like a $500 plus shoe, but if I bought it, I'm gonna beat it up. It's just how it's gonna go.
I like I like that they're putting out shoes of this nature, and by that I mean like the aged or the vintage look to them or whatever, because those cream colors I think are just a lot easier to work with than just the straight white. And I know for me, with how I get dressed, it's a lot of, I mean, if you've, looked at the Wall Street Journal anytime soon, lately it's been distressed jeans. And I love vintage tees. That's no secret. So it just really fits my aesthetic or what I'm looking to go for, as opposed to a bright, fresh white pair of sneakers, right?
All right. Let's bring up this picture. Who's this guy?
It is Concepts creative director Dion Point. He was spotted in the newest color of the Concepts Lobster Dunk. I'm really hoping these come out. He seems like such a cool guy in interviews and videos I've seen him do. He goes through his storage locker with 2Js. He's been on the Complex Sneaker podcast a couple times. Seems like a really fun guy. And shout out him. He liked and commented on my Air Max pick last week. So thanks, Dion. Come on the show. I'm sure he's listening. But anyways, I'm sure we'll see these sooner than later. This is a lobster that is going in a lineage of multiple lobsters. Finally, we have the orange because, it's a color of lobsters, I suppose. But yeah, we've also got the uber rare yellow lobster. Those are friends and family. Things I've heard is that there's really only a size run or two of those. They're hella expensive. If you want to buy those, I think you're going to a Sotheby's auction at this point. We've got the red lobster because, of course, you do the blue lobster, which was that was the first one. There's a whole story behind that we can get into another time. It's the green lobster, the purple, and now the orange. We got lobsters everywhere. The lobster mobsters, if you will. They're everywhere. Anyways, this is a shoe I'm excited about. This is something I'd want. These lobsters tend to come in really special packaging. Obviously, we're a big fan of what Concepts has been doing lately. I guess we'll flip it in a sense, because why wouldn't I want these, right? This is a great shoe. I think it brings that story and that history forward for people that maybe weren't familiar with how important these shoes are to sneaker culture, if that's something you care about. But yeah, I like that color. I think it's cool how they have like the picnic tablecloth pattern in the inside of the shoes. And I'm a big fan of these. Are we feeling these, guys?
For sure.
Yeah.
Syracuse colorway? Yeah.
All right. We got a hit. We got one.
Are the
Shoes
blue ones?
we are excited about.
They're like the pigeon dunk. Like it's like one of those OG ones that really lit up the culture. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Okay. And I've never even heard of these yellow ones with the speckle on them. Those are
Because
crazy.
they're like 75 bands, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus. And only two of them, they went with the color of the shoe in the laces. All the other ones are white laced. We're
Yeah.
going to talk about which one of these we like the best.
That was actually my next question, Tim. Wow, you read my mind, or you read the Google Doc that we put these things on. Yeah, so for me, like I really enjoy these orange ones. It's a front runner for my favorite, especially if we got them in hand. I think they'd quickly become my favorite. But otherwise, it's the purple for me. That shade of purple is just so wonderful, and the white really pops. That's the one for me.
Yeah, that yellow one, I honestly didn't even know that it was so expensive until like the other day. But yellow and orange are like my favorite colors for shoes. I really like the yellow one. I don't know what it is about the orange one. I don't know if it's like the midsole on it or what, but I'm not as huge on that. But I really like that purple pair. I almost got a pair off of Grail like a year or two ago actually, but didn't end up working out. But that purple looks like really nice. I like that it's like a bright purple, but they're sick.
There's a fruit pack of SBs coming out, right? There's like an apple one and there's a
And
cherry
two of them dropped on Saturday, I think.
already. Cool.
I think so.
The Red Lobster reminds me of the cherry SBs that are coming out. Kind of that leaning towards the darker brown side of red, which is wearable, especially like, we we're just talking about how red shoes. I don't know if I got room in my life for a red shoe. I don't know if I'd reach for a red shoe. I would wear these. That's almost maroon. But it's hard to say no to the court purple feeling here. Something about the purple and white goes with everything, really wearable. You don't wear the rubber band on these, right? Do people do that?
People do that. It's
They-
like the off-white tag, right? People do
Yeah.
that.
Verified idiot.
May as well be.
Yeah. So the guy from Concepts commented on your Instagram post?
Yeah, it was a post where I put my two Panda Air Maxes and my two Concepts Air Maxes together, in a line. Like, man, yeah, I don't know. It was a cool shot, I thought. But yeah, he
Clean
liked it.
picture. Really nice.
Thank you. Yeah, he liked and commented on it, so that was cool.
How does that happen? You tagged him? You tagged Concepts? Him specifically.
Well,
Okay.
both, but yeah.
All right. Well, you're a step ahead of me. I'm like, I'm sure there is somebody in charge of this label. You're like, yeah, it's Dion. I followed him and tagged him.
Yeah, I knew who he was prior to 5 minutes ago.
We wrap this podcast up with a silly game where we talk about the 3 pairs that we featured. One you'll keep and wear, one you will sell, and one you will skip. The game is rock, paper, skippers. We got the orange lobsters, we got the white cement 3s, and we've got those pink Air Force 1s. Feel free. Let's talk. What you gonna wear, what you gonna sell, what you gonna pretend was never released. Let's start on Fredo.
It's an easy one for me, honestly. Usually they're pretty hard, but I think I'd be rocking the white cement 3s. I think they'd be a super easy wear. I'd probably paper and sell the orange lobsters because I know they're gonna go for a lot more than that Air Force. And then yeah, I'd have to skip on the Air Force, even though I am a fan of them. But no, I think the biggest takeaway is those 3s. I really like them.
I'm just excited that you got something to be excited about, bro. It bums me out, and you're like, hey, man, I got all the shoes I need. Everything they're coming out with isn't that great.
Most of the stuff I like is women's stuff, and it's never my size, dude.
Yeah, that's true. We've talked
That
about...
sounds a little more half empty than it is. Hey, I think it's more of a half full thing where it's like I've got a bunch of great stuff right now. You know what I mean? I'm wearing things that I love.
It's true.
I got enough shoes to get me by.
Guy,
I don't need more shoes.
May
as well wait till I'm excited about something.
That's the thing. It's just like your Instagram posts. You're picky and choosy. I gotta say, I don't have a lot of pairs, but at the end of every day, I go, wow, what a good day in these. Wow, I really love these. When you take them off, and you're like, you treated me well all day. Every time I caught a glance of my feet, I was happy. I really feel that way about all my shoes right now, man.
100%.
Yeah. Tabby, what you gonna rock? What you gonna sell?
I'm rocking the orange lobster. I'm selling the 3. Yes, I'm selling the Jordan 3 because that's obviously going to be a bag, and I'm skipping the Air Force.
Yeah, I feel like those orange lobsters are going to be enough money to pay for many pairs, so I will be selling those. I'm going to skip the 3s, and I really want to wear these pink Air Forces, but that's just me. So keep an eye and grab a size 9 and a size 12 when they do pop. Do you go true to size on Air Forces? Some people are like, oh, they fit big.
It honestly depends. Like, find the premium ones. I have to go with the 12. I don't know why. It's like, I don't know. It's weird, but I usually go with the 12, and then I don't know, just all the GR stuff. I go with 11 and a half. I think I do have some 11s too, but
it's a heavy, thick sole on those Forces. It takes a few steps to really work it in.
Stomp the yard, dude.
Yeah, you get there quick. So that's a wrap. How you guys feeling?
Good, dude.
Word.
Yeah, feeling great.
Okay, cool. We'll be back in a week. We will have a guest, and we're really excited because he's just at the beginning of opening an actual brick and mortar store. So we'll be excited to have JV from 306 Souls and Coolest Rugs and his many business ventures next week. Thank you for being here. See you on the internet.